I feel like this topic can relate to everyone because I feel like who isn't scared of love, right? So, I'm gonna be talking about today. I'm gonna be talking about that today. Well, I start and you start a value run because I thought about playing it on a Minecraft YouTube video, but I feel like there are a lot of people out there who can do better at that, so. And I also figured that I might just have a lot of moments where I stand still and do nothing and just talk, so there's no progress being made. And I just feel like Stardew Valley is a good choice, a good fit for today. Look at the fog. But also because I really feel like playing Stardew Valley. So, love. And I used to be really obsessed with this topic. I used to, just anything about it really makes me want to, go more into it in depth, understand it more. And just hear new stories about it. And, I try my best to, maybe experience, because, that's what everyone wants. Everyone wants to love, and everyone wants to be loved. But not really everyone has the privilege. Sometimes we have our moments. Sometimes everyone else has their moments, and sometimes it's just you and yourself. No one's really there. So I feel like what makes me really scared of it is mostly the thought of what if I meet someone and we bond and we hit it off, it's going really well, but in the end it's not them. The whole concept of the stars, the fate, and everything about this is already written, you just have to go through your life. You know what I mean? There's this concept, it's written. There will be the person out there. And I guess what makes me really scared is that what if I meet someone and we hit it off, and I've just never felt that kind of love before in anyone, and then in the end I just figured out that this person is not written for me. I feel like that concept is really scary because it feels like you've been working, you've been investing so much into it that you just have to let go of it. You just have to abandon it out of nowhere. With the thought of oh, this person is not for me. I guess the next person is. I guess that is what makes it really scary. And I want to apologize in advance if you guys hear any grammatical errors or any weird dialect or anything. English is not my main language, but it's still a language that I'm good at than my native language. I just want to clarify that as an advance heads up. But, I'm just, you could be enjoying a moment with someone, and, you're feeling the best you could ever feel, and then at one point in the future, you just figure out that you just found out, that, you guys part ways or something, and then you're like, oh, maybe this person isn't really meant, isn't the one written, you know. So like, I guess it's also crazy how love can make you feel just a lot of emotions, you know, a lot of different kinds of emotion. You could feel euphoric, you could feel like the whole world's against you. You could feel so motivated, you could feel like you just found yourself, you know, like you could feel all sort of things, all sort of new things, and it's all comes back to love. Like, it's so scary how feelings, like whether we like it or not, they really are what drives our thinkings. You know, like if I feel sad, then I'll think a certain way. You know, then I'll think like it's just this whole chemistry in our brain. I guess I should start planting the parsnips instead of just mindlessly. But you get what I'm trying to say. You know, like what if I feel all this happiness, and what if I feel like all this positive stuff for it only to like mean nothing in the end? You know, if it means nothing in the end, then why has it always been there? You know, let's run on show hitboxes. There you go. How much is this? 1, 2, 3, 4 more. Plant our parsnip. But I would like this video to be something like to have in your background, you know, not something that you have to like fully commit to your screen. You know, there's not gonna be a lot of heavy editing on this video, maybe just the necessary ones, but I want it to be like, say you need like something in the background when you're brushing your teeth, or you're doing your skincare, or you're folding your clothes, you know, doing your chores, maybe you're doing the dishes, or maybe you're falling asleep, you know, maybe you're trying to fall asleep, and just the thought of falling asleep with nothing at all in the background, with just a quiet room, scares you. I can relate. So let this be a video in the background, you know. And mostly, oh, I'm gonna, ooh, that's a parsnip right there. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, most of the videos that I see on YouTube, you know, people talk about philosophical topics, you know, about like this kind of topics, about love, you know, like they're worrying like, oh, what if the next person isn't for me? And then by the end of the video, like they have like a solution, you know, or like something like a positive quote, a return to like change your perspective from the problem. You know, like saying like, oh, even though your next person probably isn't gonna be the one, then, you know, at least you get to experience, and at least like how much of a privilege it is to lose something that makes you feel like life is worth living at one point, you know. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I have any like solutions or advice in this video. I feel like this is just gonna be a place where I yap from what comes through my mind, you know? Like whatever comes, I'll just talk about it. I really want to be like authentic here, because I have a second YouTube channel. Well, not really second. It used to be my first YouTube channel, but it's a channel where I make pretty videos, and it's the kind of video that, you know, Like, I talk. I also talk there. And about a topic. And I would have that advice or have that positive, like, what's it called? Perspective by the end of the video. You know, it is scripted. Like, I write the script, I perfect the script, you know, and everything before. Like, I try to make everything pretty about it. I try to make it perfect about it, you know. So, it's craft the chest first. Place it right here. And stones you can craft. Amazing. Put one right here. But I guess that's like the whole point. You know, like I would have videos that I record. I like recording videos of pretty things that I find, but it's not really like cinematics. You know, I don't really know how to do them. So mostly it's just like still videos of things I find pretty, you know, still moments. And I like it. And I don't know what to do with them. So I compiled them and turn it into like a talking video with those pretty videos in the background. You know? So I overwrite them with my voiceover that I talk about that is scripted. You know, like I try to perfect the script and everything, make it sound very pretty, like I'm just going in a circle. But you guys get the point. You guys get the point. But it also makes me feel limiting. You know, it feels limiting that I can't really talk, or like I can't really deliver what I really want to deliver because of how I want it to look pretty, because of how I want it to turn out pretty. You know, so I guess let this be a place for me to openly talk without a script. You know, like I just want to be real with myself. And I want to play Stardew Valley while doing that. Because that could be a point. Let's go get some seed. I feel like, oh, we also need to go get a fishing rod. But I'm not a Stardew Valley pro or anything. You know, I just play. I just do what I can, and I'm not trying to speedrun this. I mean, if I could, like, I've never had a run that I 100%ed. So I'm really curious to see if I could actually do that here. Earth crystal, I can't go mining yet. It's locked. Okay. Guess we could go get the Willy first. Oh, it's Shane. Probably a hot take, but Shane is my favorite NPC. And maybe in this run I'm gonna marry him. It's like, cause he is so real, you know, like he doesn't feel like he has to be nice to people out of spite. Like he could just be openly, I don't know, rude. Let's get bamboo pole. Thank you, Willy. Oh. But I know that there are a lot of people out there who can relate to being scared of love, and especially after they just come out of like certain relationships. You know, it could be that they just got out of their first relationship and it was really bad. You know, it wasn't, well, who am I to comment, but it left an impact on them, and they start having trust issues. You know, they start to doubt. So Like I can relate, you know? Like it's just very scary to, well, in my case, you know, because like everyone had different stories of their past relationships, but mine was how it was really scary knowing that, you know, I didn't really know who my partner really was. And I thought I did. You know, I thought I knew the best version, the worst, you know, like every version. You know, like I thought he knew the depths of me and I knew the depths of him, you know. That's why we were in a relationship in the first place. But turns out, you know, people could be like the way they bring themselves up, the way they present themselves, it depends on how they want to. It depends on how they want to present themselves to you. You know, they don't have to tell you everything. They don't have to show you everything. I guess that's what was really scary. You know? Like there could be moments where you think that they would be telling the truth. They even said themselves, you know, like they're telling the truth, you know, but it's really, they can just really say what they want, you know, and intention is a very scary thing, in my opinion, you know, because no one really knows what it is deep inside of you except for you, you know, like you yourself know your intention. And sure, maybe you could like let it be known to people, like, hey, like my intention is this and that, you know. But it really is what you hold inside of you. Like, no one really know at the end of the day what intention everyone has. Like they could seem nice, and they are actually really nice. Their intention is actually really nice, or it could be the opposite. You know, like they could look bad and they have good intentions. They could look good and they have bad intentions. It's just a scary world that we're living in, you know? I don't really know how to comment a lot on it. Other than, it's over and I'm focusing on myself. And I'm sure that there are people out there who is also focusing on themselves. And they're trying their best to bring out the best versions of them. So it's still scary nonetheless. Let's get some seed. I do all my grocery shopping here. Good to know. Good eye. Oh. Oops. 8 would be enough for now. Should we get 10? Oh, we should get 10. Yeah, let's go say hi to these ladies first. Say hi to Caroline. I like how everyone is exercising and Emily is doing her own type of exercise. Okay. Amazing. That I hope to whoever's listening that your day is going good. Or if it's like nearing the end, I hope that you had a good day. You know, even if it's not, even if you didn't really have a good day, I'm not gonna be the person that's saying like, oh, you know, tomorrow's gonna be a better day. And I'm like, look alive, you know, like I can't be that kind of person. So all I can say is that I can't promise you that tomorrow is going to be a better day, but I can promise you that tomorrow is going to be a different day, you know? Like, you only have to live through this day once. You know, tomorrow is going to be... Sure, you know, if you have like a fixed schedule, a 9 to 5 a school schedule, you know, like you have same subjects as yesterday, sure, it's gonna be the same, but how you go through them is probably gonna be different, you know. I can't really promise how good it will be because I'm not a god, you know, but what if tomorrow is different? You know, and I guess so far that's just something that is really what is keeping me going. You know, despite like very tough days. Like I just tell myself that tomorrow's gonna be different. Sure, it could be a lot worse, but it could be different. You know, like I don't have to. Oh, let's go. Like I don't have to live through this again. Yeah, and I don't think I ever want to. Well, not exactly today, but you get the point. Let's do the potatoes here. There's 10, so... Oh, I can do that. It's whatever. We could buy 5 more. Oh my god. We could buy 5 more tomorrow. And then complete it as like, you know, 15, 15. You know, have a really nice aesthetic. I don't even know how we're gonna buy it tomorrow if we have 0. There we go. And mostly, I want to experience love again, you know. And I'm sure everyone else does. You know, everyone wants to love, and everyone wants to be loved. Like, they want to give the love that they have. They want to be affectionate to the right person. You know, to the person that they know deserves it. And everyone is the same on that. Maybe there could be someone out there that isn't scared of love. You know, they're very excited for love. And they're like, oh my god, I can't really wait to like go out and like meet new people, you know, potentially meet my future husband, etc., right? And that's good for them. You know, everyone lives a day differently than the others. So, like, honestly, everyone has different stories. You know, everyone handles things very differently. And I am on the belief that, you know, what is meant for you will find its way towards you. No matter how there is a mountain between them. If directly translated, it sounds like that. But, you know, you get what I mean. Like, if it's something that isn't meant for you, no matter what you do to get them, no matter how close they are, it's just not you. It's just not for you. I always have this mentality of like core. You know what I mean? Like coded or core. Like say, like it's me core. You know, it's me coded. It's something like, it doesn't have to be a specific niche. You know, like how people say, oh, like, oh, that is so old fashioned, or like, oh, that is a certain type of aesthetic. You know, like, oh, that is so 2000s coded. You know. It just means that it's a niche. You know, like, so I always had this thought, like, instead of like following a certain type of niche, why don't you just live with your own niche? You know, like I used to. Oh, let's go. We made some money. I feel like we can buy 5 more potato seeds. But I used to choose things because I feel like they make sense, you know? Not because I want. Like, for example, right? This was a couple of days before this. I think it was 2 days ago or 3 days ago. There was an event, and I was one of the coordinators for the event. And this event handed out like one goodies bag for everyone. And inside those goodies bag, there's a brooch pin. It's a flowers. It's like a little tiny flower brooch pin, and there were actually 5 designs of flowers. I think they were like pink for rose, purple for lotus flower, I think, and turquoise for I have no idea because I didn't really came across that one. But there's white for jasmine, and then there's yellow for sunflower. And technically speaking, the white looks the best out of every 5. You know, like, and like most people also chose white because like they also agree that white looks better. But I also agree, like, you know, white looks clean, white looks very pretty. But I like sunflowers, you know, and not a lot of people chose sunflowers, you know. And sure, maybe some people wouldn't really find it like nice or anything. And I ended up choosing what I want, you know, because like I feel like if you keep choosing what you want or like what speaks to your soul, it's just you coded. It's you core, you know. I had this friend, we'll call him Joe, right? And whenever he shows me something that he has been getting into lately, I would say, oh, that is so Joe core. That is so Joe coded. And he was like, what does that mean? You know, like what does it mean to be Joe core or Joe coded? Oh, we can't get potato seeds because it's Wednesday. Well, we could go fishing if I just put all this stuff away. And I I tried my best to like explain it to him, like what it means, because like it depends. Like if my friends have like I would call it like their name core, their name coded, you know, because it's like I'm just so happy to see that they choose something that they really want, not because it's trendy or anything, you know. And this Joe friend that I have, like he has been choosing things that he really likes, you know, a niche that he is really into, not because of how the trend or how the society is into lately. Like I can say, like I think so far it is the first friend that I have that would choose that kind of aesthetic. Like I don't see anyone else willingly choose that aesthetic. He likes to go into medieval aesthetic, you know. So like his Minecraft skin is a medieval knight, and whenever we would play Minecraft, he would always go for like a medieval style build, you know. And it suits him. You know, it suits him because like he chooses what is speaking to him, what is speaking to his soul, you know, like oh he wants this, you know, he doesn't want to bullshit and build like a modern Minecraft house and anything just because everyone else is doing it, you know. Like he doesn't go for that. He goes for something that he really wants, and it creates his joke core. You know, even his music taste, it aligns with that niche. You know, even his one time he showed me a pants that he thinks of buying. You know, he thinks is cool, right? And it looks like something he would choose. So that's, you know, like it's not a trendy pants, it looks like something he would definitely choose. You know, his phone wallpaper. Like, okay, I'm going too in depth on this guy, but you know what I'm trying to say, right? Like my friends, like I am happy being around friends that choose things for themselves and not because of how the world is choosing these days. You know, like no matter how the time is, no matter how the situation is, they would always choose that, you know? And it makes me feel so secure and happy. You know, like they're driven. Let me repeat that. They are driven by themselves. You know, they're not driven by the world's interest. Like, you know how there's like I heard somewhere, it said the beauty that you find outside, you know, the beauty that you see, you know, the things that you're like, oh, this is pretty, you know, like it's a reflection of the beauty inside of you. So I just think that's a very beautiful statement. So I feel like this has changed from a topic of love to a topic of just accepting who you are. Because it's nice. You know, like, for example, if you're talking about something and you disagree, you know, I know that my friends, you know, all the Joes, all the friends that I have that choose themselves, they're not really afraid to disagree on something because they feel like it. You know? Not because of like, oh, everyone is saying yes, I feel like I should say yes to you. No. Like like it is comfortable to have conversations with them. Because like I know that they're gonna have a stand and I know that they're choosing something for themselves, you know? I don't think it's selfish. Maybe some people would say, but isn't that selfish? You know, like they're choosing themselves instead of. No, I feel like there are moments. I feel like this comes down to common sense that we could read where a moment needs for us to choose ourselves or to prioritize others. You know, like there would be moments where we could analyze it ourselves, you know, and it comes down to the common sense, general knowledge. So it's mostly. Oh, we wanted to go fishing. I was so distracted. Um, we needed 300 woods because I want to make that bridge and get the forageable items because that's the good stuff. Nevertheless, I feel like you should start choosing something because you really want to. Create your own niche. You know, choose something that makes people say, oh yeah, you would definitely choose that. You know, like, oh yeah, that looks like this is how you would definitely dress. You know? You know, like how some certain fashion types, you know, it looks good on certain people but not on other certain people. You know, like how trendy styles looks good on most people, but when I try it, it's just not myself. It doesn't breathe into me, you know. And it's we wanted to go fishing on the rivers. Can we lock in? Try to get your head in the game. But you get what I mean, you know. Like maybe there are certain shoes or certain shirts, you know, that only you can rock it better than. Oh, can we go there? There's like a little bubble there. Oh, maybe just a little. Okay, there we go. Oh my god. I feel like this was a mistake doing it. Doing it on the first level of fishing. Oh my god. Lord have mercy. Oh, let's not let's not catch another catfish. Like maybe there are certain outfits that only you can rock it. You know, maybe people will look at it and be like, and they try it and they're like, no, like they can rock it better than me. You know? And it's just, it breathes into you. So, you're starting to feel exhausted. This is gonna be our last fish for today. We're gonna pass out. But honestly, I feel like I'm just going. Oh my god. Lord have mercy. Please. I beg. It shouldn't even be that hard. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh, thank you. Oh, it's another catfish. Okay. Oh. 7, 8. That is good enough. I thought about, I turned down the music volume because I just want it to be a really nice audio. So let me guys. Holy stutter! Let me know. Let me know what you guys think, if I should add any jazz music or like a slow music, or if I should have just like turn it up a little bit, or if it's good like this. Let me know. Let me know. Let me know what you guys enjoy. What else? Well, that's it for today. Let's go to the salon. What? It's a saloon. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. Dr. Harvey! I had a run where Dr. Harvey is my boyfriend. And I have yet to... Oh, if you guys haven't noticed, I made my character dress like a Charlie Brown. Good grief shirt. Good old shirt. I accidentally came across this shirt on time and I was like, that looks like a Charlie Brown shirt. And then I have fallen in love ever since. And I paired it with a brown skirt because it looks really good, And I love this cartoon. I love the Peanuts. Oh, whoops! I did. I can't afford to do that again. Oh, okay. Emily. Okay, who else have you not talked to? Oh, Alex, Haley. We'll get to that tomorrow. Nevertheless, I think this is gonna be it for today, for this topic. I hope you find your core, and I hope you find your coded. And honestly, if you're doing your skincare, I wish and I pray for you a clear skin and glow skin. If you're doing your chores, I hope it ends soon so that you could do all the fun stuff. I was gonna do something, but I forgot. What was I gonna do? I guess I forgot. But whatever it is, I hope that you guys are looking forward for tomorrow. Since tomorrow is gonna be a different day, I hope to see you again tomorrow. Even though I'm not there to actually see you all. You know what I mean. And if you're going to sleep, I wish you a comfortable sleep, and I hope you wake up well rested. I guess that's all. Let's hop onto bed. Go to sleep for tonight. Maybe I'll see you guys, in the next yapping session. In the next conversation. Maybe. Well. Bye bye.